Imagine waking up one morning and realizing the world outside your door has completely changed. The power grid is down, stores are empty, and uncertainty hangs in the air like a heavy fog. In that moment, every choice you made or failed to make about emergency preparedness becomes painfully clear. For a true prepper, this isn't a distant fantasy. It's the exact scenario they've been training for. When an SHTF event hits, their home shifts from a simple residence to a fortress of survival. Most people think of their house as just four walls and a roof, but when danger strikes, it must become a shield of home defense. Picture doors reinforced by strategy, windows layered for protection, and hidden supplies placed where outsiders would never look. A seasoned prepper knows that waiting for the chaos to unfold is like locking the barn after the horse has bolted, an SHTF situation. Hesitation isn't an option. Survival belongs to those who prepared before anyone else even noticed the storm brewing. And here is what surprises most. You don't need a fortune or military-grade tools to secure your space. Some of the best home defense tricks are cheap, fast, and ridiculously simple. A roll of duct tape, a few planks of wood, and a bit of creativity can create barriers that buy you critical time. Once you see how easily you can boost your emergency preparedness for any SHTF moment, you'll realize the next level of safety might not be about what you buy, but about how you think. Most people underestimate just how vulnerable their homes really are when disaster strikes. They assume that simple locks or alarms will be enough to keep them safe, but the harsh truth is that most intruders or threats exploit the smallest weaknesses. The biggest mistake in home defense is relying on luck or ignoring the reality of an SHTF situation, thinking it won't happen to them. A true prepper understands that vulnerabilities are invitations, and it's these overlooked details that often turn a home from a sanctuary into a target. Many homes have obvious weak points: a flimsy door, a window left unlocked, or a garage that's easy to breach. What separates those who survive from those who don't? T is the mindset of eliminating those soft spots before a crisis unfolds. It's about seeing your home through the eyes of a potential intruder and shoring up every gap, no matter how small. For example, reinforcing door frames with metal plates or adding inexpensive window security film can make all the difference between being vulnerable or prepared. The surprising part is that most people only realize these mistakes after something goes wrong, which is exactly when it's too late. That's high proactive emergency preparedness is key. Taking simple steps now can save you from panic and chaos later. The path to strong home defense starts with awareness and small but deliberate actions. And this naturally leads to the very first step you can take fast and cheap to turn your home into a survival fortress. When it comes to turning your home into a survival fortress, the doors are your first line of defense. Most break-ins happen through unlocked or weak doors, so focusing on reinforcing these entry points is crucial. A savvy prepper knows that simple reinforcements like adding a solid door jamb, installing extra deadbolts, or even using a sturdy wooden plank to brace a door can dramatically improve your home defense without costing a fortune. These are quick fixes anyone can do over a weekend, and the peace of mind they bring is priceless. Windows are often overlooked, but they're just as vulnerable as doors. Emergency preparedness doesn't mean expensive security systems only, it's about smart, practical solutions. Applying security film on windows or using inexpensive wooden boards to block access can stop or slow down intruders, giving you crucial time to react. Plus, layering your defenses with curtains or blinds that obscure the inside prevents strangers from scouting your valuables. A little effort here can turn a weak spot into a solid barrier. This kind of preparation also sends a psychological message to potential intruders. When they see a home with obvious reinforcements, they might think twice before attempting a break-in. It's not just about physical barriers, but creating an aura of readiness and vigilance. And this leads us straight into the next important aspect: protecting those vulnerable windows and other weak spots that could otherwise undermine all your efforts. Windows and other vulnerable points in your home are often the easiest way for threats to slip in unnoticed. But a clever prepper knows how to turn these weak spots into silent defenders. Using affordable materials like security film, blackout curtains, or even rearranging furniture strategically can block views and reinforce your defenses without drawing attention. These subtle moves add layers of protection that many overlook, proving that home defense isn't always about brute force. Sometimes it's about smart invisibility. Think about it like setting up invisible tripwires or traps without the simple tweaks that confuse or delay intruders. For example, placing thorny plants outside ground-level windows or installing inexpensive motion sensor lights can discourage attempts before they even start. Even something as basic as keeping blinds closed during the night can keep your personal space private, denying potential invaders the information they need to plan their next move. Beyond the physical barriers, this kind of protection works psychologically too. When an intruder can easily spot what's inside or predict how well you re-prepared, they're more likely to hesitate or move on. It's a game of perception as much as prevention, and mastering these subtle defenses is a vital part of any survival fortress. This leads naturally to the importance of having safe zones and escape routes inside your home, which we'll explore next. A true survival fortress isn't just about keeping threats out about knowing where to go if they get in, establishing clear escape routes and designated safe zones within your home is essential for any prepper serious about emergency preparedness. These safe areas should be easy to reach, but well protected, stocked with essentials like water, food, and communication tools. Think of them as your personal bunker inside the house, where you can regroup and plan your next move. Designing these zones requires thoughtful planning. For instance, a basement or a reinforced closet can serve as an ideal safe room, especially if you add simple reinforcements like a sturdy door or even some padded walls. Mapping out at least 2 exit paths from every major room gives you options in a crisis, increasing your chances to evade danger. The key is practicing these routes regularly, turning theory into muscle memory so panic won't cloud your judgment when seconds count. Many overlook this critical aspect, focusing only on external defense. But the truth is that knowing how to move inside your home during an SHTF moment can save your life. Having a fallback plan complements your physical defenses and builds mental confidence, a vital ingredient in survival. And speaking of mental edge, next we'll discuss how lighting and psychological tactics can reinforce your home defense without draining your budget. In the world of home defense and emergency preparedness, lighting is more than just illumination. It's a powerful psychological tool. A savvy prepper knows that well-placed lights can create illusions of presence and alertness, deterring intruders before they even think about approaching. Simple, cost-effective solutions like solar-powered motion sensors or timed lights simulate activity, making your home look occupied even when you're away or resting. But it's not just about scaring off threats. Strategic lighting helps you navigate your fortress safely during power outages or SHTF events. Emergency flashlights, lanterns, and strategically placed candles can guide your way without exposing your position unnecessarily. Moreover, pairing light with sound alarms or makeshift noisemakers can amplify the effect, overwhelming an intruder's senses and buying you precious moments to respond. Even small details like leaving porch lights on or installing inexpensive strobe lights in vulnerable spots send a clear message. This home is watched and protected. The psychological impact often outweighs physical barriers because uncertainty and fear make intruders think twice. With that foundation laid, let us move on to how to cleverly store your supplies so they be both accessible and hidden from prying eyes. One of the secrets to effective emergency preparedness is not just having supplies, but storing them smartly. A prepper understands that simply piling up food, water, and tools in obvious spots is a recipe for disaster. Instead, supplies should be hidden in places where they won't be easily found. Think behind false walls, under floorboards, or inside furniture with secret compartments. This way, your survival resources remain secure and accessible only to those who know where to look. Consider using common household items as camouflage. For example, hollowed-out books, fake containers, or even repurposed storage bins can disguise your emergency kits, while keeping them within quick reach. The key is balancing secrecy with practicality. STRs should be easy for you to get to, but hidden enough to confuse anyone trying to raid your home. This smart approach not only protects your essentials, but also preserves your peace of mind during tense situations. Additionally, rotating your supplies periodically ensures everything stays fresh and usable when you need it most. Many preppers keep a checklist or calendar to track expiration dates and replace items before they spoil. This kind of organization is a game changer when an SHTF scenario unfolds unexpectedly. With your stash secure and ready? The next crucial step involves low-cost defense tools that can give you an edge without breaking the bank. When it comes to home defense during an SHTF event, having the right tools on hand can make all the difference even if your budget is tight. The savvy prepper knows that everyday items like sturdy baseball bats, pepper spray, or even simple flashlights can serve as effective deterrents or weapons when used correctly. These tools are not only affordable, but also easy to access, allowing you to prepare quickly without expensive gear. Improvisation is a prepper's best friend. For instance, rolling up a thick magazine can create a makeshift baton, while DIY alarms made from cans tied with strings can alert you to unwanted visitors. Learning basic self-defense techniques, combined with these simple tools, increases your confidence and preparedness. Remember, survival isn't about having the fanciest equipment. It's about making smart use of what you already have and adapting on the fly. The key is practice and readiness. Simply owning these items isn't enough. You need to familiarize yourself with how and when to use them effectively. Training with everyday objects sharpens your instincts and helps you react swiftly under pressure. As you build this arsenal of low-cost tools, the next step is testing your home's defenses through drills and simulations, ensuring your fortress can withstand real-world challenges. A fortress isn't truly secure until it's been tested. The smart prepper knows that running regular simulations and drills at home sharpens awareness and reveals weak points before they become disasters. Setting up mock intrusions or practicing quick lockdowns with family members creates muscle memory, so when an SHTF moment arrives, reactions are automatic, not panicked. It's about turning preparedness into a habit, not just a plan on paper. Think of these drills like fire drills, but for home defense. Involve everyone living in the house, assign roles, and simulate different scenarios, from a break-in attempt to sudden power loss. These exercises highlight areas that need reinforcement, whether it's a door that is too flimsy or an escape route that is blocked. The key is being honest during these tests and making improvements, because even small oversights can turn fatal in real emergencies. Moreover, testing your defenses builds confidence, and confidence fuels survival. When every corner of your home has been checked, every alarm tested, and every exit practiced, you transform your space into a true survival fortress. The next step is reinforcing your knowledge with ongoing learning and adapting to new challenges, because the prepper's journey never really ends. You've learned how to quickly and affordably turn your home into a survival fortress, but knowledge is only powerful when put into action. Are you ready to take the first step toward true emergency preparedness? Think about your own spaceware. Can you start reinforcing, storing supplies, or setting up safe zones today? Remember, every small action builds momentum toward lasting survival and peace of mind. So what's stopping you from becoming the ultimate prepper in your neighborhood? Drop a comment below sharing your first move or biggest challenge. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep leveling up your home defense skills with us.